I have 8 hard and fast rules for social media. Now, these are my rules for my social media. I am not telling you what to do with your social media, okay? But the thing is that social media is a big old beast. And it's also a slippery slope. So we're going to talk about a few things here that are my rules that I have learned over time about social media. So number one, consistency. I think it's very important to show up in a consistent manner no matter the social media that you're using. So when I say social media, I mean I am on all of them. Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter with not a great presence, I'm on Snapchat with not a great presence, I'm on Pinterest, I have a Yelp page, I have a TikTok that I'm new to. So when I say social media, it's just all the things. But consistency is really, really key. That's number one. Not just consistency in the images that you're showing, which I think is very important because a lot of these social medias, you get to treat them as a portfolio page. And therefore, I think it should be very consistent in your feed, but consistent in showing up and how often you're posting and the types of things that you're posting. I think that there should be a familiarity and a very cohesive theme in the consistency of what you're posting. Number two, I never ever sacrifice my mental health. So like some of those, like the Twitters and the Snapchats that I'm not on as frequently, it's simply because I'm kind of maxed out and I am not willing to sacrifice my mental health for the sake of being on or with social media. So I'm always keeping my negative thoughts in check. If you need to unfollow somebody because it sends you down a negative spiral, then unfollow that person. Or if you need to hide accounts or whatever you need to do, I think that it's extremely important to never ever sacrifice your mental health. That being said, I'm going to contradict my number one by saying something like Instagram for me has always been for fun. It's always been something that I have wanted to do. It's never been something that I've forced myself to do. So if I need to take a break, if I don't feel like posting that day, then I don't post that day. The thing about me is that I'm an extremely driven type A person, and so I don't need a lot of outside motivating factors. I don't need a schedule. I have never done scheduling on Instagram. I post every single post because I wanted to, when I wanted to, and that is for my own mental health. Different people will be completely different. I think content batching is fantastic for some people. I've never done it. I think that schedulers are great. I think that if you need to be held accountable and you need motivation, those types of things are perfect. For me personally, they would affect me negatively in my mental space, and so I stay happiest by staying loose and fluid and letting the creativity come from within. So a third thing is to keep it positive always. I always keep my social spaces a positive place. And when I say this, I mean, if there is a comment on one of my images that is not, even if it's lukewarm, even if it's not blatantly negative, if it is blatantly negative, it's gone and that person is blocked. But even if it's just off topic or weird or anything other than like abundant praise for my client, then it's gone. Because the thing is that my clients do not need to see that. When you have public accounts and you're using things like hashtags where random people are surfacing and finding you and commenting, there's some real odd people out there. So I keep everything positive. I delete any comment that is negative. I delete any comment that's off topic. I delete any comment that is self-promoting for the person who left it. I delete any comment that isn't abundantly positive and praising and saying, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous, that horse is so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I keep it positive. And another thing is a rule for me, I keep it positive too. I do my very, very, very best to try not to complain about situations, about people, about horses, about this industry. I am an eternal optimist by nature, so I'm not a super negative person, but social media is a place where I never, ever want to expose anything other than a positive place. I've built a brand around unicorns and rainbows, and I think it's very important to be consistent with that. So my personal page, I do my very best. No complaining. I stay positive too. I stay positive about everything. I think number 5, you have to stay true to your brand and communicate a very central message. So for me, I have a mission statement for my brand. In my marketing course, I go through exactly how to create that elevator pitch for you where it might be 2 to 3 sentences one sentence is even better. If you can create something extremely clear, extremely cohesive, but that one mission statement of mine is what drives my website, what drives every in-person encounter I have with people, drives every single Instagram post, Facebook post, whatever it might be on social media. That one sentence is what drives my whole marketing department in my business in general. But I have a very clear message, and I'm trying to stay true and on brand with everything that I post. Number 6, I think it's important to show your face. I think it's really, really important to show your face. I think that your profile picture should be you. That little avatar, it can be your logo. I think that there is a lot to be said about creating brand recognition around your logo or whatever physical appearance or mark that you might have associated with your brand. But even more important than that, I think it's important to show your face and know that there's a person behind the brand. So whether you're putting that in your profile or your avatar, whether you're showing your face there or hopefully just showing your face in your feed frequently, I think it's really, really important to show your face. I don't think your clients should find out on the day of the session what you look like. They're trying to figure out, texting you in the parking lot, are you in a black car? I think they should know what you look like. I think it is great for creating a personal brand. I think it's great for relating with people. I think that people like to know the person behind the brand. So show your face. Number 7, it goes with the jab, jab, punch idea. So there's a book all about how to market, and it's a jab, jab, punch theory, which is saying you cannot punch. By that meaning ask, or sell to your audience. Every single post cannot be some big old call to action, some big old promotion, some big old come buy from me, or let me sell to you. The jabs need to be far more frequent, need to outweigh the punches. So your jabs are not big asks, no big call to action, what you should be giving. So it should be give, then ask of your audience. Social media should be way more about what you can do for them than about what they can do for you. So always be using your platform on social media as a way to bring and add value to your client way more than you think about them generating any revenue for you. And then number 8, I treat nothing as personal. Nothing as personal. I don't treat any of my profiles as personal. All of it is business. I treat every social media platform that I have as business, even if it's private, even if it's my private Facebook versus my public page, even if it's my private personal Instagram over my public business page, even if it's my private Snapchat over it doesn't matter. I think that as a solopreneur and as the face of your brand, it is imperative to stay professional at all times. So every single rule that I just listed, that applies to all of my personal pages as well, because a lot of my clients are my friends there. And if they're not, then a lot of my potential clients or people that I am looking to market to are my friends there. And so again, it's a place I'm never complaining. It's a place I'm always positive. It's a place I'm showing my face. It's a place I'm staying true to my brand. Even if I am not overtly marketing to my private pages, I treat nothing as private and everything as business. None of my personal pages I treat as personal pages. I view any of my online presences as business pages. Personally, I think you have to in this day and age. There are no safe places. If you need a safe place to vent, if you need a safe place to share your opinions, take all of that online. But I essentially have a test of if it is something I would share to my business page, okay, it's okay to share to my personal page. Or if it's a view I have that I would be open to sharing with a larger audience, then it's okay to share that on my personal page. That's kind of my litmus test, my barometer of what I can post and what I can't post on personal pages. But I treat everything as business.